Hello, welcome back to this week's painting. Just a few bits and pieces managed to get off this week. Managed to achieve pretty much what I thought I would. So yeah, let's dig into it. I tend to work in two batches, or I have been working in two batches, as you can see here. Two nice Renadra 5x4 bases I use as just for moving and painting and keeping track of things. So we'll start with the stuff that was finished first and leave the other stuff to the end. So up first, burrows and badgers, or generic treasure markers. Most of them will work for generic fantasy. The wee mouse guy, well, that's not the mouse guy, this is the mouse guy. He's a wee dead mouse, so he will be burrows and badgers specific. And then just generic loot, perhaps more historicals, and then a few for Frostgrave. Or yeah, they're just useful. They were freebies in their most recent Kickstarter. I liked them. Simple to paint. I think it took a couple of hours for the whole lot of them. Up next, Krampus and Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer. I've kind of just gone for a traditional red. Once again, these are just tabletop ready. They're going to get used semi-regularly because they're spawns rather than main characters. Abe, well, he's not actually Abe, but I was thinking of the film, the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer, whatever it's called, film, when I was painting this guy. So that's kind of how I know him. Once again, just tabletop quality. These guys here are Davy Creations. These are 3D printed pygmies. If you're like me, you like your old Scream Queen style films, your old King Kong, your old Godzilla. Not a massive fan of them, but I do enjoy them once in a wonder, as well as the old pulpy goodness. So I've kind of gone for these as being more in the middle of a jungle, or further into the jungle, maybe in the grasslandy area of a pulp scenario. I need to sort out my lighting, but it's better. As you can see, great detail on them. They are 3D prints. I did print them at home. I also backed his most recent Kickstarter, which I have received but have yet to print off because I'm holding back and printing stuff until I get a good way through it. These here, now these are not prints, these are North Star metals. They're actually Bob Murch metals. If you know who Bob Murch is, he does a lot of pulpy goodness. They're all nice casts, easy to paint. The set's called the Lair of the Volcano Queen, or the Volcano Queen, or something. If you punch that into North Star, you'll find it. So there's your heroine, your captive. Just simple white dress, dirtied up. She's got her hands tied. Nothing too special. Totem pole. Just did him to keep him into the same theme. These guys, I kind of imagine they'll be either in a slightly different area from the pygmies or a different escapade. We'll see. This is... it's really not one to focus. The Queen herself, offering the sacrifice with her bone weapon. I was going to do it all stone, but I thought it looked a bit more bone. Along with her bodyguard with narwhal spear, or bone spear, I don't know. Pacific Islander really is kind of where I was thinking with these guys. And then the shaman. I had a bit of fun painting that mask. It kept throwing me back to Aku Aku from Crash Bandicoot. He'll probably see more use because he'll be useful in Ghost Archipelago and anything I need a spellcaster in. So that was everything No, it's not. That's all the fully completed metal models that I talked about last week. These here, the plastic Waffen SS. I said I'd only really get them to a pre-camouflage state, which is where they're at. The camouflage really pulls it together, but my word, is it a pain to do. It's just time consuming. It's only two colours of paint, and then I have a bit of basing to do on them. Yeah, I knew I wouldn't get them finished, and I deliberately didn't start it because it kind of drains motivation doing 10 of them at a time. However, that's not to say I didn't do anything else this week. I also managed to achieve this. Now, it's a rudimentary. It's not fantastic. It's just tabletop standard. Pack 43 anti-tank gun for my bolt action Germans. I might add a bit of scatter debris, a bit more scatter debris to it, or a bit of mud. I'm not quite sure, but as far as I'm considered, or as far as I'm happy enough with it. It's been sitting there for a while, waiting for a bit of paint. Yeah. Also, so just for the overall shot. So, what do we have this week? Other than finishing off these 10 guys with the camo, we don't have too much in the works. We have an O12 beta trooper. You haven't seen any of my O12 before, check out the previous videos. They are basically a Chappie-esque robot with a rifle, so should be interesting. Yeah, same scheme. Maybe vary them a wee bit slightly just to distinguish them, because you can have a couple of them in your team or your army. And then for something a bit more bland and easy to achieve, well, not bland, we have 18 Uruk-hai warriors with pike or sword and shield, and then a single Uruk-hai engineer here. I have these primed. I built them during the week. Not that they're hard to build. Basically glue in, attach sand base, and that's you. Yeah, they're going to be hopefully relatively easy to build. I'm going to be doing them a darker black metallic, the way I've done previous Uruk-hai, and then dark, kind of similar skin to the tribals I showed you today. But yeah, that'll be hopefully done by this week. Couple of bits of terrain in the pipeline, 3D printed stuff, and then a bit of 3D print / customized bits and pieces. So yeah, I'll save that for another video, but I'll be working on them in the background as a slow burner project. But if you like what you see, if you have any thoughts, comments or suggestions, leave them in the box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.